Captain Zeus here, and I'm bringing you folks another video. And this video is going to be talking about the week 1 of the North American LCS. I will talk about the EU LCS, but I don't really know too much about that, so I'd rather just stick to what I know. So I'm going to try to go over the North American LCS, the teams, how I think each team is going to do in this first super week, my power pick and the standings as well for the top 8 teams, or for the 8 teams in the North American LCS, and we'll just see how everything's going to go. So, alright, let's get this ready.
I will close this game out surely. There's nothing Fnatic can do, nothing Fnatic can do. We're going to game 3, ladies and gentlemen. North America strikes back.
It's going to be a quadra kill. Can he get the pentakill? It's going to be the pentakill!
Oh my god.
GG's of confidence here going forward in the group.
I'm on my way. I'm on my way. Go. What a fight. These fights didn't even go down.
I'm really excited to see how good we can get in the next coming season.
Anything can happen. Like, it's on the day, anything can happen, and it's gonna be pretty scary.
Alright, so I'm starting by saying that I am just extremely excited for this LCS. Like, I'm more excited for this LCS coming up than I was for Christmas or for anything. I am super stoked to be watching League of Legends professionally again, and it's just gonna be amazing. The Super Week is going to be so awesome. So based off of this week with the games that's going to be played, I'm going to place my teams from 1 through 8 for you folks now, so you can just get an idea of what and who I think is going to be where. So in the number 1 spot is going to be TSM, I think. I firmly believe, I'm a believer. Number 2 is going to be Cloud9. Number 3 is going to be EG Gaming. You know, upset some people, we'll see how that goes. Number 4 is going to be my potential team with CLG. Number 5 it's going to be Curse, 6 is going to be XDGG, 7 is going to be Coast, and 8 is going to be Dignitas. Alright, and I'll try to go over the records for each one of these teams, and who I think they're going to beat, who I think they're not going to beat, and so on and so forth. So let's just get the show on the road. First place, TSM, 4-0, I think they go undefeated. Even though the first game that they play and the first game of the whole Super Week is going to be against Cloud9, I think they're going to do it. They've been looking really good with Bergson as their new mid laner. I think TSM got in the bag 4-0 this week. I'm calling it right now. Not much more needs to be said about them. So Cloud9 are going to be in the number 2 spot. I think they're going to go 3-1 in the Super Week, losing only to TSM, and they're going to beat every single other person that they play against. Now, of course, everyone knows that I was going to put TSM and Cloud9 in the number 1 and 2 spots. That's obvious. So they're the top 2 teams in NA right now. Now, after these 2 teams, the way it gets kind of tricky with all of these wild cards coming in, so to speak, with Curse in their new lineup, and you got XDGG, and you don't know if Zuna is going to be AD carry or jungle or what's going on, or Dexter not being with CLG. This whole next lineup is going to be kind of a toss-up. But after the Super Week, I think EG is going to be in 3rd place with a record of 3-1, only dropping 1 game to TSM. Now this, excuse me, this is all based off of, I think that they're going to pull it together against the teams that they play against. So EG is going to be this whole veteran team. They're going to have these 3 veteran players that have all been playing together for a long time. It's going to be Kreppel, Yellow Pete, and Snoopy, and they've all been playing together on the same team for a very long time, so they all know each other very well, and the chemistry between them is going to work very well as well. Now, I don't know if any of you know this, but Pobelter has also been in the league scene for a long time, so he is no newbie to the league scene, the league professional scene at least. He's been in the league professional scene for a while. Inox, to be honest, I've never heard of him before watching him perform in the promotion tournament, although in the promotion tournament he did really well, bringing out some teleport riven and stuff that you've never really seen before, so he is also a wild card too to put in there. I think you put all these veterans together, I think they're going to do really well in this week 1, they're going to pull it through. They don't have the toughest schedule for week 1 as well, so I think they're going to pull out 3-1 and they're going to be number 3 in the standings. Alright, number 4 is going to be my potential team, CLG. Now, I always have so much hope for CLG to do good every season. I am a very diehard CLG fan. I really want them to succeed and do well. I'm always rooting for them as an underdog team, you know. And I think they're going to be the number 4 spot this week, losing only to EG and Cloud9. And of course, they're going to lose to Cloud9, that's obvious. Cloud9 is one of the really strong teams right now, and I don't think CLG is going to be able to pull out a win against them, although maybe they might surprise us and just double lift my stump face everywhere and carry the whole game, but it's most likely that Cloud9 is going to win that game. And I think that right now, with COG not having Dexter with them, I think that leaves a big gap in their whole strategy plan, because this was not planned. They had no idea that Dexter was not going to be there, you know. So with no jungler, solid jungler being there for COG right now, I think it's kind of up in the air how they'll do for the first week. Although I think they'll pull out a 2-2 record, beating the other two teams and staying in the LCS. I don't know who they're going to pick up for jungler. I don't know who's filling the spot right now. I don't know if anyone knows besides COG and maybe some other pros. But I have faith that COG will pull out a 2-2 record this week, losing only to Cloud9 and EG. Alright, in the 5th place spot, I'm going to be putting Curse. Now, Curse has a completely new, completely revamped roster, and it's kind of new to everyone. You only really got to see them play together in the promotion tournament to see if they would get back into the LCS this year. And they were successful. They did well there, and they were able to 3-1 their opponent to get back into the North American LCS this season. I think they're a wild card though, because I think the whole Curse team is on Voyboy. If Voyboy does well, I think Curse will do really well this season. If Voyboy does not do well, I don't think Curse is going to have that great of a season. I think there's a lot of pressure on Voyboy's shoulders to do really good this season. This is like his team. This is his time to shine, his time to make the big plays in mid, which he's normally known for making up in the top lane. So I think he's going to do it. I think that Curse is going to go 2-2 this week, losing only to TSM and one other team, maybe COG or someone else. But they're going to probably lose to TSM and one other teams they'll probably lose to. So I'm assuming a 2-2 record from Curse this week. So they're going to be number 5. Okay, and number 6, I'm putting XD, GG, or Vulcan. Now, they are a really strong team, and with ManCloud in the mid lane, it's very hard for me to put them in this spot, because Vulcan has always been underrated. They never get the fan vote, and I'm trying not to make this as like biased or as team-based as possible, because I really like Vulcan. I like the players as well. But I think they're going to be in this spot, and I'll explain to you why. Right now, if they are switching around Zuna and Xmithy, I think that's going to be something that need to get situated with at first, and I don't think that in the first week they'll be able to have it all put together for them. So I think that with this new roster swap for them, if it is going to happen, I'm basing this assumption off of that roster swap with Xmithy and Zuna switching. So with that roster swap happening, I don't know if they're going to do 12 this week. I think that later on down the line they'll probably finish in the top 4 guarantee once they get all together, because they're just such a good team. But I think for the first week, while they get all of their things going together and the mixture going, I'm going to place them in the number 6 spot. Although, if ManCloud goes completely beast mode and carries a game, who knows what's going to happen, you know? But I think they're going to be number 6 this week. Alright, and number 7 is going to be Coast. And Coast is another one of those teams that is always a wild card, you know? You never know what they're going to do. Like, the last spring split, they did amazing, you know? They finished 2nd place and totally came up out of the ashes, you know? They're like the Phoenix. They just burned and just came up out of the ashes and just rose to the top and fought TSM in a best of 5 and took it to the 5th game, where they only lost to TSM there. So I think Coast has a lot of potential, but I think Coast is going to be at the number 7 spot. They are a wild card for sure for the end of the season. You don't know where they're going to be, but I think that with all other high caliber teams that's in the LCS right now, I think they're going to be in the 7th spot just solely off of their experience in the LCS. Dignitas. Now, Dignitas is just, the story is heartbreaking for them. They were one of the best teams in Season 2. Top team, you know. Scar was carrying his games. He's one of the best mid laners in North America, easily said. And now, I feel like they're going to go 0-4 this week. And I'll explain to you why. First, they have a tough schedule this week. They play Cloud9 and TSM. So, I think that's already automatically 2 losses for them put on the board. So, they have a tough schedule this week. They're not playing easy teams. They're not playing, like, the lower tier teams. They're playing the high teams that are very good in the LCS right now. So that is the one thing. They have a really tough schedule. Along with having a really tough schedule, they have a new roster as well. They have Cruiser in the top lane, and in Battle of the Atlantic, the whole team didn't have that well of a showing with their new roster. With Cruiser in the top lane, Kiwi Kid's going to be supporting and trying to get things done over there. I don't think they're going to have that good of a first week. I also think that Dignitas is going to be one of these teams that where later on into the weeks they're going to do really good and get their ups and downs and be back on that mountain that they've been on the last split, where they would do really good, and then who knows what happened to them the next week. But right now for the week 1, I think they're going to go 0-4, losing all their games and being the last place for the LCS. Alright, so just to go over a quick review of everything I just went over, TSM gonna be number 1, 4-0, easily stomping everyone this week. TSM, TSM. Number 2, it's gonna be Cloud9, going 3-1, only losing to TSM, beating every other team that they play against this week. Number 3 is going to be EG going 3-1, dropping only 1 game to TSM. Number 4 is going to be COG going 2-2, losing to EG and Cloud9. Number 5 is also going to be Curse going 2-2, losing to TSM and to one other team this week. Number 6 is going to be XDGG, Vulcan, whatever you want to call them. And they're going to be going 1-3, winning only 1 game against Coast. Number 7 is going to be Coast, also going 1-3, only winning 1 game against Dignitas. And in last place is going to be Dig, going 0-4, losing every single game this week. Alright, so those are going to be my power rankings for the week 1 of the North American LCS. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. If you didn't, leave a dislike, and then that's fine too. Also, leave a comment below if you agreed, disagreed, have anything you want to share with me. Also, subscribe, as I'll try to do a weekly one of these power rankings, and we'll see how well my record can get over the course of the LCS, although I'll probably suck, so there's that. But anyways guys, this is Captain Zeus saying peace out, take it easy.